Hey guys, you read that title right. Here is a little story and news straight from a source when it comes to the potential of Sora in Smash and who directly owns Sora when it comes to Kingdom Hearts series, Disney, and Square Enix. And I finally got a lot of answers I was seeking thanks to some very interesting and awesome personnel while I was at the Kingdom Hearts 3 premiere event. Now, while I was there was a bunch of Disney executives, and I had the pleasure of reacquainting myself and meeting again from the Union Cross event, Justin Scarpone. Now, if you guys don't know who he is the vice president and general manager of Disney Japan, and he comes from Japan over to events like this here in America or anywhere else where he would be needed and stuff like that. And he has really close ties with Tetsuya Nomura, Shinji Hashimoto, and Taiyo Soi when it comes to Kingdom Hearts and all that good jazz. And he was aware of who I was, and we had a great conversation and stuff like that. And I felt it was too good of an opportunity in order to introduce myself and to ask some questions that I was really shady on, and finally set the record straight when it comes to who particularly owns Sora and Sora's chances of getting into Super Smash Bros. Thank you so much, Justin, for the great hospitality and all the conversation we had. I can't wait to see you at E3. This is what Justin had to say when it comes to owning Sora's character, which I segued off into Smash, and you guys will be very interested to know these answers. Now, when I asked him about who particularly owns Sora when it comes to distribution and the rights to Sora's character, would it be Disney or Square Enix? He said from the most pivotal legal standpoint, the copyright, of course, does belong to Disney. Disney owns Sora's character. However, that doesn't mean that Disney has full range on using Sora's character or anyone from Kingdom Hearts to their leisure. Apparently, it is from a legal standpoint that it's owned by Disney, but they have a very special relationship when it comes to Tetsuya Nomura and Square Enix, where every time they think they would want to use Sora's character when it comes to any type of marketing or placing him in another video game or anything like that, they always notify and get the okay from Tetsuya Nomura himself and from Square Enix, because they feel that they will only use Sora's character in other media outside particularly of Kingdom Hearts, when it be in Square Enix or Disney, other properties that could integrate him or whatever. They want to make sure that Tetsuya Nomura is completely on board and completely comfortable when it comes to Sora's character being elsewhere off of Kingdom Hearts and stuff. He drove the fact home that Sora is indeed Nomura's baby. They don't want to make him feel uncomfortable. They want to make sure they get every type of okay from Square and from him when utilizing his character outside of Kingdom Hearts, and they don't want to do anything that betrays the expectation of fans and betrays the notion and the theme of Kingdom Hearts when it applies to Sora and putting him into other media or anything like that. So then, of course, that is where I had the opportunity to ask him what are the chances of seeing Sora from Kingdom Hearts in Super Smash Bros., particularly Super Smash Bros. For the Switch. And of course, I brought up the fact that Sora has seen light on Nintendo platforms beforehand, and the notion that not only we got Cloud from Final Fantasy series on Super Smash Bros. On the Wii U version back in 2014, but the notion of people wanting Sora to be in Smash was greatly exemplified after Nintendo put out the Super Smash Bros. Ballot. Where we get to choose our fighters and stuff like that. Because before that, we were playing around with the idea. We were like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if we got Sora in Smash Bros? But once the Smash Ballot really went out in the open, we just like, okay, here's our chance. So I brought that up to Justin, and he had a lot of interesting things to say. He said that was not the first time he was asked about that. And also, he told me that him and his son were really big fans of Super Smash Bros. And then he had a very interesting standpoint where he asked me directly, do you think that is something the fans will like? Do you think that's something that the fans will want? Do you think that's something that you guys will love to see Sora from Kingdom Hearts to be in Super Smash Bros? And I said yes, but I didn't just say, yes, of course, yeah, Sora, I love Sora, Kingdom Hearts stuff. No, I tried to apply as much logic and as much numbers and statistics and the hype that you guys have been generating for Sora for Smash since the Wii U days. and I said yes, we would love to have Sora from Kingdom Hearts in Super Smash Bros. I brought up the Smash Ballot, I brought up the fact once again that Cloud was able to make into Smash Bros, which, you know, it generated our hype and it raised the levels of potential from our standpoint, that we believe that Sora would not only be a great addition that would in Smash Bros, that we also think that it's very much possible that Sora could be in Smash Bros and it could translate very well. And then, of course, there was the big debate about who truly owns Sora's character, Square Enix or Disney, and who would allow it and who would be restrictive about it, and would it be possible. And the fact that, you know, we've had all the video game greats on Super Smash Bros, and we feel that at this point Sora has become one of the video game greats. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, Justin had something, and then Justin reiterated what he said before when it comes to the ownership of Sora's character with Disney or whatever, that Disney makes sure to get the okay from everything from Nomura and from Square Enix when placing Sora or potentially placing Sora in other games or other media outside of Kingdom Hearts, whether it be Final Fantasy or Disney aspects or anything like that, and that they would have to get the, you know, they would have to get the, what the best way I would say it, the way he said it is that they would have to get the, you know, the invitation from Nintendo first to really get the ball going. You know, they have to see that Nintendo wants Sora to be in Smash, and that they have to see that the fans want Sora to be in Smash, and then they have to get the okay from Square Enix and from Nomura himself, because they are very particular, and it's not like they're very restrictive of Sora's character. They're very particular on Sora's character when it comes to putting him outside of Kingdom Hearts. They have to get the okay from Nomura. They have to make sure it doesn't betray his character, it doesn't betray the themes that we see in Kingdom Hearts, and they have to make sure that the fans truly want Sora to be in certain aspects, media, games, or anything that outside of Kingdom Hearts. And it says when it comes to Smash, they need to, you know, make sure that Nintendo wants them. They have to make sure it doesn't betray the character. They have to get the okay from Nomura, and that when placing Sora in Smash, it wouldn't betray what the fans expect and what, you know, Kingdom Hearts is truly about. And he says that if all of those things come together, then it would be something that they would definitely consider. Now, I'm not entirely sure how much PR talk was that when I asked that question, that, you know, if you know, Square Enix is truly on the board, or Disney's on the board of potentially, you know, having Smash Bros. On their radar for Sora, or at this point it's a little too late, because of course Super Smash Bros. Is releasing this year, Kingdom Hearts 3 is releasing this year, and also another thing that he made very clear to me is that when handling Sora's property, when handling all that stuff, Kingdom Hearts 3 and stuff, Kingdom Hearts 3 definitely this year is something that they want to get done first. That is their biggest priority when it comes to Sora's character, when it comes to Kingdom Hearts and stuff like that. Like, you know, Kingdom Hearts 3 is a priority. Of course, 2018, it has to release. We are putting all, you know, I wouldn't say they're putting all their eggs in the basket, but of course that is the biggest priority. And then anything after potentially the release of Kingdom Hearts 3, then that's what they will, you know, look forward to and look at. So that was the insight that Justin Scarponi gave me when it comes to regarding Super Smash Bros. And Sora's character outside of Kingdom Hearts, who owns the character, and what they really do. It's not that they're restrictive, it's that they're very particular with the character. And I felt this was a great amount of insight, and thank you so much to Justin Scarponi for giving me all of this awesome insight. I would have loved to ask anyone else like Taisui and Nomura, but of course they were very busy at the event, and Square Enix were like, you know, they were very, you know, protective of him, which is completely alright. But I'm so glad that I was able to have this awesome conversation with Justin Scarponi, and the insight that he's given me when it comes to Sora's potential in Super Smash Bros. And anything outside of Kingdom Hearts. And I hope you guys got a really good amount of insight when it comes to this, and now we have a lot of questions answered. And of course, I don't want anyone to take this as any type of confirmation, but I had to bring up this question because I'm a huge fan of Kingdom Hearts and a huge fan of Super Smash Bros. And I'm glad that I got these answers. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Until the next video, this has been HMK, and I'll check you guys later.
So you haven't subscribed to HMK yet? Don't piss Xemnas off.